Okay, this is what my hair, usually I wait about 3 days before I wash my hair. So about 3 days ago, I styled my hair using Velcro rollers and it lasted. Usually what I do is on the first and second day, I keep it styled as is, but on the third day, which was yesterday, I crimped my hair, which you guys saw in my vlog, if I posted that already. It's like the leftover crimpiness, and I'm definitely gonna wash my hair now because I'm going out later and it needs to be styled and washed. 3 days ago when I washed my hair, I also used a purple shampoo. The Olaplex purple shampoo is by far the best and most potent purple shampoo that I have ever tried. But the thing is with blonde hair, it basically vacillates between being purpley ashy gray and yellow. So I'm kind of at my wit's end with blonde hair in general. So basically you can only use this once in a while, like once every couple weeks, once a month. A lot of hairstylists that specialize in blonde hair do not even recommend purple shampoo because of the fact that it darkens and alters the color. But ultimately I don't really have a choice because my hair gets so yellow. There are 2 other shampoos that I rotate between. The Kerastase blonde shampoo is actually clear. So I really like using that. And then right now I have this R&Co moisturizing shampoo. Really, any moisturizing shampoo will do. I just happen to have this. Today, I'll probably use a combination of these two. Then the conditioners that I have the Day, or however you say this, Day conditioner. I absolutely love this. It smells to die and it makes your hair, like it works, I don't know, it works really well. Then I think it makes your hair softer than the Olaplex, but I'd have to compare. Not like a conditioner connoisseur. It's the Olaplex number 5 and you keep it, actually it says on the instructions to keep it upside down in the shower, that's why I do this. It is very rich and buttery and it's hard to get it out if it's not already near the top, do you know what I mean? So I rotate between these, but this is almost gone, so I've been using the Olaplex more. I also have the K18 and the Olaplex number 3. I have really no opinion. Like, I actually don't really notice that much of a difference, but I know it's necessary because of the fact that, you know, my hair is blonde and my hair stays intact. I don't have breakage. My hair looks really thick and full for as much highlights and processing that I have done. So I know that this has contributed. I know that this is mandatory. You guys, I have a rash on my chest. I don't think spray tanner was meant for me. Like, do you see thing right here, right here, right here, right here? It's like anytime self tanner gets near my neck or face, because I'm so oily, like it lasts for 3 minutes and then it starts chipping away. And I guess I put self tanner on my face and neck without thinking. And now I have events all weekend that I'm going to, and I'm just like, this is a fucking nightmare. But I'm just gonna go buy a full coverage foundation and hope for the best, and it gets to be good enough. I really tried to take off so much of the self tanner from my neck and just made it about 10,000 times worse. So here we are. Anyways, I'm about to shower and I'll see you guys soon. So now I'm out of the shower, and what I do immediately is I use a detangler / heat protectant. This is the Milky Leave-In Conditioner by Sol de Janeiro. And it works really nice and it's really smells amazing. And I also love the packaging that it comes in. Oh, forever I used the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In Treatment, but I like to switch it up. Okay, on my skin the only thing I used was, well, I used 2 things. I used the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum, and then I used the oil-free Daily Moisturizer by Cetaphil, and it's just very good at hydrating the skin. So that's why I use them. Now, I have brushed out my hair. My child is staring at me, it's very ridiculous. I'm gonna spray some It's a 10 Miracle Volume Blow Dry in it. So I like to, with this, spray this from kind of like the roots to the ends. A little goes a long way with this as I douse it in my hair. Well, here's the thing. I live in a hot, humid climate and my hair is soft and fine. And honestly, the more product, the better my hair holds. So then I just brush it all the way through. I'm just gonna let it air dry for now because I wanna go get a shot of espresso and take my baby dog for a walk. And on the day, I'll either let it air dry about 80%, or I will use a blow dryer and power dry it myself, which is what I'm gonna wind up doing tonight because I'm in a little more of a rush. So I'm gonna go downstairs, I'll grab a shot of espresso, and then I'm gonna put this generic volumizing foam. I think this is the funniest product that I've ever seen. It's literally called generic volumizing foam. See at the beauty supply, they have like a full line of these generic products. I'm just kind of obsessed. Okay, just kidding, I'm gonna put a little in now. Just a little. Oh, okay, those a little bit of a lot. And then I take this and concentrate this more so on the roots, especially I have a colic up here and I love to make sure that like the front of my hair has a lot of mousse in it, because otherwise, girl, you never know what you're gonna get.
Moving nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you.
I like my hair so much right now that I just would like to leave it, but I'm not gonna do that, okay? Because I'm just, you know, I've got more common sense than that. You know what I mean? Like when you're doing your hair and you're like, oh, it'd be so cute just to leave it. Well, a few hours from now, I'd probably be like, that was a dumb idea. That was a dumb idea. So this is what I do. You see how it's almost all dry. I did apply a little more volumizer, as you may have seen. So I like to just start sectioning it off. Section goes first, like this, and then I pin it like this. This is quite the process that I'm gonna show you. Okay, next, let's just section like this. So I always start at the top for whatever reason. Probably makes sense to get it out of the way so you can section off the sides more easily. And I really kind of just wing it as far as the size of the section, but usually 3 fit on the top of my head. And you just roll it. Okay, hopefully you saw that. I can't see if you saw that. And then I pin it. Yes, the pin does leave a mark, but I get rid of that. I'm gonna show you how. What you wanna be conscious of is really pulling it this way, because you really wanna take this part opposite of hair growth as you possibly can. If you want volume, that's what you wanna do. I'm gonna go on the sides a little bit. So each side of my head gets sectioned into quadrants. And again, I always pull up, 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 because I really want to go the opposite of hair growth to get as much body as possible. I was supposed to go to an event tonight at 7 and I canceled because I had so much to do. I was feeling like one of those times where you can't even really enjoy yourself because you have so much to do. But one thing that I did do today is post Vlogmas day number 2. I was like, Jenny, are you crazy? You're going from posting once every 2 or so weeks to posting once a day? Are you okay? But honestly, I really just wanted to commit to something. I want my videos to be more Christmas themed, but it's like usually the last few years, if you look back on my Vlogmas videos, it's like I have the cutest background, I have the cutest tree, and this year I'm like, no freaking Christmas theme at all. And I'm sorry, it's not always gonna be like that, but it is like that right now. My filming background just doesn't align with where my tree is, honestly.
Well, I'm all for Christmas.
When I do this, I really like to be able to let it sit for at least 2 hours. I don't like to rush. When I get to the back, I always make sure to do this so I can feel the sections. Brush up. And for these baby pieces that didn't get in, I just throw them in a roller. It's NBD.
Keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow.
Now they're all in, you can see, and I'm just gonna take the blow dryer on the lower setting and I'm gonna tap on all of these.
I knew this Christmas I only wanna be.
I just ran it through once, kind of once over. The most important part of this equation is letting them cool. So what I like to do is blow dry maybe 4 or 5 times. Come in here, blow dry, let it cool. Come in here, blow dry, let it cool, etc., etc. And that's why I like so much time. So what I'm gonna do right now is just take care of some things. These sit, and I'll be back. Please look at my baby. Please look at my baby doggy. He is very tired, aren't you, sweetie? You're a tired baby. Okay, guys, it's been at least an hour or more, and I'm removing the rollers. And as you can see, some areas are crimped because of the fact I used a bobby pin. So what I do is I take this,
As you remove that snow.
just whatever piece is crimped, and I blow dry it and I reset it. You know, there's some like little crimps that don't bother me and some that do. When I take these out, I always unroll them like that. There's another crimp, which I'm going to remove. Take this chunk.
The love I live dream I
Wrap it. They will not normally stay. Like in wet hair, these, or damp hair, these do not stay for me. That's why I have to pin them. God, it'll just look so good, holy moly. Definitely have to redo that. Ow, shit. If you do not do this, if you do not set it, you will wind up with a straight piece. You have to set it. Usually this one up front definitely needs to be redone. Doesn't look too bad. This is what we're looking at right now. How fucking amazing is this? I'm loving the short hair. Oh, what's this? It's a crimpy.
come true.
Ow. This hair is so hot, I swear. Okay, with this, I'm going to do this. Again, you gotta set it. You really have to set the curls.
A magical time full of kisses.
Do you guys remember when I first dyed my hair? If you didn't watch that vlog, I guess we're not friends. So I dyed my hair maybe 2 months ago, and do you remember how bright it was? And now look at it. Isn't that wild? It's just, God does not want me to be blonde. That's the only thing I can come up with. Yes, I contoured my nose. I look like I'm wearing a filter. Contoured my cheek a little bit too. You know shit is serious when I contour, because I do not contour ever. Tomorrow is actually my fun event that I'm going to, so I don't want to get too tipsy tonight. But I really have to go out and make an appearance, so this is what I'm doing. Okay, is this done? Okay, this one should be set. See how much nicer it just stays? But you know, I do not have hairspray, which is mad annoying. You do not want to take the rollers out while they are warm, okay? Big mistake if you do that. Some Bedroom Hair by Kevin Murphy, and I have this extra hold hairspray sample that really has nothing left in it. Really has nothing left. So I'm gonna spray a little bit. And tea. And I just like to brush it out a little bit, you know? A little brushy.
All the happy smiles and the wishes.
Looks good. I always like to take a little bit of, put it on my hands and then put it on my roots. Well, what's annoying now is I still have to do my makeup. That's really mad annoying. Okay, the last thing I like to do is take some of this Kevin Murphy or any type of texturizing spray, especially because I don't have hairspray, and just blow it out. And this hairstyle, by the way, lasts me for at least, like I said, 2 to 3 days. Because on the 3rd day, sometimes I'll curl it or I'll crimp it, and then it has a lot of natural volume, but then I just put a wave in it. And voila, that's that. So I hope you guys learned something in this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.